Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing some rift battles because, you guessed it, I need diamond keys! I'm going to show you guys which characters, think I already showed this before, but let's just give you updates. So these are the characters I've been working on. Obviously we have Brass Bandit, who I've pretty much, I don't want to say I'm done with him, but there's still some things I have to do with him. For him. I don't even know how to phrase that. I've also been working on Sheer Forest, which I've heard she's still glitched, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I'm already almost done. That is not the character I went to look at. I'm already almost finished with her skill tree, so let me see. Oh, or maybe I'm not even halfway through. What am I talking about? Well, whatever. She's one of the diamonds that I'm working on. I also have Glacial Ghoul, who I want to work on as well. And Alter Ego and Hexcalibur are the other two diamonds, but clearly, what, 20 diamond keys? I have 23 diamond keys. That is nowhere near enough, so yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back into rift battles. As you can see, I am gold rank. I'm gold 2, what the heck? I actually dropped a lot because I think I had like one day to do rift battles, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna lose on purpose because I want to get points for this, but I don't have time to do this. Actually, I had time, I just didn't feel like it. I don't know, I'm sure you guys know what that's like when you don't really feel like doing rift battles, but you still want to get the coins, so you just kind of lose on purpose. Yeah, haven't done that in a while, but I decided to do that now. But anyways, since this is gold rank, I feel like it's not going to be too difficult, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about whatever. So recently, and by recently I mean last week, I actually went to Six Flags over Texas with my sister, and it was actually a lot of fun. I haven't been to Six Flags in like over 10 years, I think, at this point. I mean, I guess before then at least. Do you have feudal resistance? You do not. So it was kind of cool to go back ooh, my voice cracked. It was kind of cool to go back and see all the changes and stuff. It doesn't seem all that different. I mean, some of the rides are definitely different. But actually, let's use Gustbuster. Yeah, this is fine. Some of the rides definitely did look different though. Like they changed the, what's it called? They like repainted it or something. But like I said, it has been a while since I last went, so I don't exactly remember what it looked like before. Oh, and apparently, okay, there used to be a Scooby-Doo ride, but they ended up changing that with just like a generic Pirates ride for some reason. I mean, I guess because, okay, the only Six Flags I've ever gone to is the one in San Antonio. Like, that's the one we went to. That is the only Six Flags I've ever gone to, so I don't really know the differences between all the Six Flags. But there's a location there called the Boardwalk, and basically, I guess, I don't know if the rides are all themed around the Boardwalk. Some of them are just kind of random, but there used to be a Scooby-Doo ride on there where basically you just sit on there. I feel like this had to be at other Six Flags, but you sit on this like chair thing and it takes you around, and you have these like, I don't want to say, you have guns, I guess. That sounds so weird though, but you have these gun-like devices that you're supposed to hit targets with. You don't actually like shoot any real projectiles, it just kind of fires a light or something. So the whole point of that ride is to get as many points as you can. And I actually liked that ride. Like, it wasn't anything crazy, but it was still cool. I think I just liked the fact that it was like a Scooby-Doo themed ride. So I'm kind of sad that that's gone. I mean, it's still technically there, but they just rebranded it to Pirates for some reason. Like I said, I guess it fits in with the whole Boardwalk thing. It's just kind of weird to me. Sorry, I was like, who do I want to use for this? Oh, Final Thing's right there. Hello. You know what? I'm just going to throw in Beowulf. But anyways, okay, so when we got there, I noticed, this is something I hadn't even thought about, but I wish I had considered it before we even left. I didn't realize what time or what month it was, so obviously went in May, right? So it's kind of close to the summer, like extremely close to the summer. Well, it's also close to school being out for students and stuff. Well, when we went, there was an insane amount of buses. And I was like, oh, that's right. School's going to be out soon. That means that all of the students that are going on field trips and stuff to Six Flags will be going around now. So there was a lot of kids going on field trips, like a lot of kids in groups wearing their school shirts and stuff. So I was kind of like, oh. I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. Oh, I'm like, why am I taking so much damage? It's because I have inverse polarity on. Nice. And like I said, that didn't really bother me, although it did make it seem like this... you know what? If they weren't there, I feel like the park wouldn't have been as busy in general. But, I mean, that just kind of is what it is. I went on one of those field trips a couple of times, so I can't be mad. But it's kind of interesting, because apparently they decided to implement... I don't know when this happened. Oh, you know what? It was recent, because there was a sign for it. But apparently they started being more strict, I guess, with... Or maybe they just started implementing this in general, although I don't remember this being a thing. Basically, they made it so you're not supposed to, if you are under 15, you're not supposed to be without a chaperone. So I thought that was interesting because... Oh, excuse me, sorry, I thought I was gonna burp. But I thought that was kind of interesting because I'm like, oh... I feel like this wasn't a thing when I went to Six Flags. Because... Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can steal her armor. I think I just inflicted... oh wait, no, guard break wouldn't... Oh, I guess I got really lucky then. I was able to steal... Not steal, but remove her armor. That's what I meant to say. Because I don't think anything I hit her with inflicted armor break. But yeah, anyways, so they recently implemented that. So basically, kids are not supposed to be without a chaperone if they are under 15. Which I really could not... Are you serious? That is so ridiculous what just happened there. But to be honest, I couldn't even tell if people were following that or not, because it kind of just seemed like there was a bunch of kids just hanging around, so I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, so that was a thing, and... Oh, I have evasion. Please don't do what you just... Ah! I can't believe she just did that again! Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Go away, Valentine. Okay, good, I got her. Now I just have to take out Death Wish. I'm gonna try to get permanent precision. Come on, permanent precision. There we go. Nice. Oh crap. Okay, good. I'm just scared she's gonna use her... Shoot! That's what I was afraid of. Oh god. Ah! Well, there she goes. Okay, let me see if I can destroy the dead bodies. Oh, I just brought my team back. Although I didn't destroy any dead bodies, so I think I'm just gonna accidentally bring her to life. Or bring the other team back to life. Oh my gosh, please die. Okay, good. We have 40 seconds. Can we do this? Okay, she's dead. We just have to take out Lovecrafted. Oh, come on. Okay, we got her. That was a mess, but I got through it. Okay, so anyways, back to my Six Flags experience, because I feel like I'm like struggling to tell this little story. Well, not really a story, but just how it went. Okay, so I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm just going to say what we did first. So when we got there, we got on... First off, we got there like almost as early as possible, but the traffic was kind of like sucky. There's also a lot of construction going on in San Antonio, so just there was a lot of slowdown, unfortunately, getting there. But we still got there pretty early. The only thing that sucked was... What's it called? There was already a lot of people there, unfortunately. Like I said, all the students and stuff. But the first ride we got on was the Scream, which the line for that was actually pretty short, and a lot of kids, because like I said, there was a lot of kids around, they kind of chickened out, like they left, which I honestly can't even blame them, because the first time, not even the first time, before, like when I used to go to Six Flags more often, that was one of the rides that scared me. Like just, I never wanted to get on it because it just looked terrifying. Not only does it look scary, but it also makes this really loud sound, which makes it sound like people are screaming. Or that sounds weird, but if you heard it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's just super loud, and it makes it scarier than it actually is. So, like I said, I can't blame people for being scared of it, but just like watching it while I was waiting in line, it didn't seem that bad, so I was kind of like, oh, this won't be that bad. That ride was worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. Like, it was fun, but it was pretty scary. I think as I've gotten older, that kind of stuff scares me more. Like, when I was younger, I wasn't really bothered by it. Now, it kind of does make me nervous. I still liked it, though. And the thing is, I have to take off my glasses whenever I go on these rides. Like, just because a long time ago, I think one of the last times I went to Six Flags, I wore my glasses on a ride, and unfortunately, it was the Roadrunner, which is a roller coaster. My glasses flew off, so I spent the rest of the day without glasses, which really sucked. I mean, not wearing glasses isn't all that bad. Like, yeah, I can't read at anything at all, and I can barely see. Like, everything's just blurry, but that's not even that bad. Like, it's just the fact that I lost them. That's the part that really sucks. So that experience was kind of bad. I still had fun, but it was kind of unfortunate that I lost my glasses in the first place. So now I'm just not taking the chance I'm not taking any chances. Unless it's a ride I know I'll be fine on, I'm just going to put my glasses away. Just to be safe. Which is unfortunate, though, because for rides like that, where you end up really high in the air and you can't, like, see... I feel like a part of the appeal to those rides is being able to... Look at this team. Are you serious? I feel like a lot of the appeal to the rides that take you up really high is being able to actually see everything from way up above. But I don't want to lose my glasses, so unfortunately that's something I can't really experience. Unless I get contacts or something, but I don't really think I'm ever going to do that. Contacts make me nervous too. I've never had contacts before, but the idea of just like putting something into your eye just kind of freaks me out a little bit. So yeah, that was the first ride we got on. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, goodness gracious. The line wasn't that bad, so. Now the next ride we got on, this one it took us a while to decide. No, okay, you know what? Here's what we did. I remember. We went to go on the Wonder Woman, which apparently, I didn't know this, but my sister was like talking to me and she was like, you know, I feel like there used to be something else where this or something else where this is right now. And I was like, oh, maybe, but I didn't really know. And then later on, I realized, like, I wonder where that ride is. It's called the Power Surge. It's basically just like... Hold on, I need to think about who I want to use here. Sorry. You know what? I'm going to use Furmonger, even though she's probably not the best choice. Yeah, I'm just going to use this team. But anyways, I was talking to her later about this ride called the Power Surge, which is basically just... It's like you sit on a big log thing, and it takes you up this huge ramp, and then you go down the ramp, and that's the entire ride. But it's still kind of fun because, I don't know, something about the anticipation. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. Just the anticipation of it. I think it's fun because it's, like, thrilling, kind of. It's not super crazy thrilling or whatever, but it's still, like, just enough, at least for me. But it's also not scary, and you kind of get splashed a little bit. You don't really get wet on that ride. It's not that kind of ride. There's other water rides that they have that get you, like, potentially soaked. But yeah, I think apparently that's where that ride is where Wonder Woman is now. So they got rid of it, unfortunately. And the thing is, we were going to get on the Wonder Woman ride, and because the line wasn't that long. And it was like, yay! But then all of a sudden, they were like, oh, the ride is currently under maintenance or something. So if you want to step out of the queue, I don't know why I said it like that. If you want to step out of the queue, go ahead and do that or something, or you can stay here. I don't think that ride ever actually went back up, so I can't imagine anybody stayed, because that would have, I mean, imagine if somebody stayed and just waited like the whole day for that. No way, that wouldn't happen. But that was really unfortunate because I really wanted to get on it, and I was especially excited because the line was short. Wait, oh, I knew you had futile resistance. I mean, I could use locked in, right? In theory. Oh, but I feel like with Troublemaker, that could be an issue. Let's throw in Starshine locked in, and I know I complained about using this person a lot. I'm going to throw her in just in case we die, so. But yeah, that was disappointing, so. But after that, we did get on the, or we went to get on the Superman ride, which I remember getting on a long time ago, but I hadn't remembered how it felt. And it was honestly a lot of fun. Well, for the most part. The only thing I didn't like about it, okay, first off, the wait was super long. Like, there was a huge line for that ride. Oh, haha. Look how long she's stunned for. That is awesome. But yeah, the wait for that line, or the wait for that ride was insane, unfortunately. And for some reason, remember earlier how I said that there was a lot of kids there, like for field trips and stuff? There was some kids cutting in line, and it was like, what the heck? What are you people doing? This line is already long enough. Stop getting in front. They didn't actually cut in front of us. They cut like, they kind of did cut in front of us, but we just walked past them. It was weird. It was just a weird interaction. And then the people behind us actually got in front of them too, so I don't even know where they ended up. But I was like, these kids just seriously just cut in line. It was just obnoxious. I say kids. They were like either high school or like about to go to high school, something like that. I don't know. But I was like, what on earth? So that was one thing. But anyways, we actually did make it onto the ride. And while the ride was fun, it was kind of, okay. I think I've realized that I don't really like the roller coasters that make it... I'm trying to think who I want to use here before I do this, because this is like kind of a rough team. Wait. Oh, it's Dark Week, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I mean, I could use Gustbuster to try to steal buffs, maybe? I feel like I almost might be better off trying to get Rose Tinted out first. I think I'm going to do that. Where's Windswept? Okay, I'm going to try to get Rose Tinted out. And I'll have Gustbuster for support. Well, not for support, but if I need to steal buffs for support, I was thinking maybe I'll throw in my own Rose Tinted. Or I could throw in Surgeon General, I guess.
Time to operate.
Let's just see how this goes. But anyways, so that was annoying. But oh yeah, okay. I realized that with roller coasters, I don't really like the ones where you have to have that like vest-like thing around you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like when they strap you in, it's almost like a vest rather than like a vehicle. I don't know. I feel like I'm explaining this poorly. Okay. Okay, good. Let's take you out first. And I have permanent precision, so I don't have to worry about activating her barrier. Although she's gonna, yeah, get final stand, unfortunately. You know what? Let's switch to Ghostbusters so I can steal it. There we go. Oh god. Ow. Oh man, unfortunately I have Hex. Oh my gosh, please. Thank you. Oh, come on. You and your freaking miasma. There we go. Okay, let's just do this. Hopefully this kills her. Okay, there's no way this is gonna kill her. Oh, seriously? Oh, you suck! How could you do this to me? Ghostbuster, no! Oh, that did like no damage. I think because I had barrier. There we go. Okay, Okay, come on. I need you to die. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, she's about to die. Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. You know what? Just do this to get rid of her. Okay, now we just have to take out Maid of Honor. I can't believe that hit. This is scary. Because I don't have a lot of time. Okay, we got her. Anyways, okay, so I don't like the roller coasters where they strap you in on that like vest like thing and your legs are kind of hanging about. I don't like those because I feel like I have a big head, you guys, and I have big ears, and I feel like my head like hits the sides of that vest like thing. I keep calling it that, but I don't know what the actual term would be. And I just don't like that feeling because it kind of is uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable. So it just, yeah, I don't like those kinds of roller coasters, unfortunately. And we got on 2 of those because we got on that and then later on we got on the Goliath. But it was fun. It's just, I don't know if it was worth that long wait. Honestly, I don't think it was. That kind of sucked. I mean, it didn't suck. Okay, it was fun, like I said, but it wasn't worth waiting for like over an hour for that ride. So I think next time we go, we should try to either get there super early and just get to the rides that get long waits like fast, or just avoid those entirely because I did not enjoy waiting that long. And the Flash Passes are super expensive. I think they're like $20 for a day, which isn't bad. But for the whole season, they're super expensive. And honestly, I don't... My sister said this in like a joking way, I think, where she was like, it's part of the experience to wait. I feel like if I did have a Flash Pass and I just went on like rides over, like just go on this one, go on this one, go on this one, and get on them super quick, I feel like I'd be exhausted. Because I would just be so tired from having to walk from ride to ride to ride. And then I would also be exhausted from just like experiencing the ride over and over again. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I kind of don't mind wait. Like, I don't like waiting long periods of time, but I don't mind waiting like a little bit, you know? Like 20 minutes isn't bad, I don't think. An hour kind of sucks. And any longer than that is just absolutely not. But yeah. I'm trying to think what we went on after that. Because that really took forever. I think after that we just got food. But another ride that we got on that actually, I think might have been, in my opinion, the scariest ride that we got on, which is crazy because I would not have thought that getting on it, but it was kind of true that it did make me a little nervous. We got on the Supergirl, which the Supergirl is like this... If you guys have seen those rides before where you sit on a swing and then it just kind of goes in a circle while you're high up in the air, and that's pretty much the whole ride. You just sit down and like you go in a circle. The Supergirl is that, except it's a lot higher in the air, so that's the part that kind of makes it scary. I think when I rode it, I might have taken my glasses off. I'm pretty sure I did. For like a smaller swing, because they have like 3 swing rides. One of them is really small for like little kids. One of them is like medium sized for just like a relaxing ride. And then the top one, the highest one, the Supergirl, is like actually kind of scary. It's thrilling, I guess you could say. So that ride honestly scared me, like I said, because it was so high up in the air. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of making me uncomfortable. And on top of that, it's actually... Oh, shoot, I might die here. Oh, wait, hello, I have a burst. Okay, there we go. God, Parasol's combos are so slow. I should take her out. But anyways, it was also a 2-seater, which is interesting. So I sat right next to my sister. But the thing that scared me about that ride is, on top of being super high up in the air, there was just like this extremely... There was a lot of wind just hitting you right in the face at certain points in the ride, and I was like, ah, this is too much wind in my face. I had to close my eyes because I was like, this is too much. I think I didn't have my glasses on. Maybe I feel like I had to have had my glasses on because I don't know. The reason I can't remember is because it scared me, like I said, but I think it would have been scarier if everything was like actually visible and not just a blob. I don't remember. Either way, that ride, I don't know if I'd ever want to get on that again. Oh, and that's another ride where kids were cutting. Except this time, like an angry parent or something, like cursed them out. So I was like, oh, Well, that's kind of, I feel like that's karma, because why are you cutting in line? Especially because the line, it was like long-ish, but it wasn't terribly long. Like, it wasn't as bad as the Superman, but still, I don't understand why you cut in line. Like, come on. That's not cool. But yeah, he yelled at them and then they left. So I was like, oh, I don't really feel bad. I would have felt bad if they were like elementary school kids or something. Then I would have been like, okay, that was a bit much. But like I said, they were like, these guys were also high school age or like getting into high school. Like they know better, you know? How do I want to deal with these two? I really don't want to fight Megalomaniac. I'm going to say I might throw in Windswept just to get her out first. Because I hate her, honestly. I'll throw in Apex too. After that, I have a hard time remembering exactly which rides we got on. Maybe I just won't go in order. I think after that we might have gone to the Boardwalk. And that's where some of my favorite rides are. First off, we got on the Wave Runner, which I feel like looking at it from afar, it's like, oh, this doesn't look thrilling or whatever. This like doesn't look bad at all, and it's really not bad, but it's way more intense than it looks because it's okay. I'm sure they have this ride in other places, but I don't know what it's called in other places. Basically, it's just like you sit on this little bench thing and then you strap in or whatever, and you sit next to whoever you came with, and it's hard to explain, but it just like jerks everybody around. Like, it starts off kind of slow, but then it speeds up pretty quickly, and then it just starts, like, sending everybody... I don't want to say sends everybody flying, because that sounds crazy, but that's kind of what it does. It moves pretty fast. It, like, throws people around. If you're on one side of the ride, you basically kind of just... Because of the way it moves, only one person is really getting thrown into the other... Okay, so if you're sitting with one other person, let's say there's two people. I'm just going to explain this, and then I'll continue. Let's say you're sitting with another person. So the person on the left side is going to get thrown into you, while the person on the right side is going to be running into the wall of the ride or the seat that you're in or whatever. So yeah, it's really fun. Like I said, I really like that ride, even though I think I like it just because it's like more intense than you would expect, but also because it usually doesn't have a very long wait. And I think it's honestly so much fun. So the fact that it has such a short wait is awesome. Like, I could get on that ride over and over again if I really wanted to. I'm trying to think about how I want to deal with these three. Evergreen Evil is going to be a pain. Me and one can handle her though. Okay, I'm going to throw in... Oh, excuse me. I just don't want to have Killjoy revive her team, but I think I might just deal with it. Whatever. So we got on that, and like I said, I love that ride. I think we ended up getting on it twice. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Okay, so one thing about Six Flags that I feel like I said, it had been a long time since I last went. And back then, I didn't know if they had like... Oh shoot. I feel like this was a policy that they had, but I never saw them be super strict about it. Oh, I killed her really fast. I don't think this is going to hit, but... Oh, it did! Sweet! She doesn't have that much health. I was going to try to throw in Gustbuster and, like, destroy the dead bodies, but I don't see the point. Whoa, what the heck? Did you guys see that? That was so weird. Why did that happen? Okay, let's hopefully kill her with this. Okay, good. I should probably switch. Okay, get out of here. I think I can take her out with just chip damage. Okay, anyway, so like I was saying, I don't know if this was the thing before, but like I think they did have a policy on this. It's just, I don't know how strict they were with it. Ooh, my voice cracked. I think they've gotten way more strict, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. Especially for what I'm about to say. So, before we got on the Supergirl ride, the people, like, what do you call them? The ride operators, I guess? They were like, okay, don't be on your phone or get off your phone or whatever. Like they were telling people not to be on their phones because I guess some people were on their phones while they were up in the air. And that is really dangerous. So like I said, I think that was a policy before, but I'm glad that they're more strict on implementing it because I feel like it's very easy for... Imagine if you dropped your phone from that high in the air and it hit somebody. Like that, they'd probably end up in the hospital or something, or who knows what would happen to them. So I'm glad that they were doing that. But the reason I bring that up is because when that happened, I was like, I don't remember them doing this before. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, even before I got home, or before we got home, I should say, I was thinking, like, okay, basically, I was not questioning, but I was like, they never did this before. I guess I've gotten more strict. And then I was like, I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, of course I've gotten more strict. People are probably on their phones a lot more on these rides because social media and stuff has gotten bigger and stuff like TikTok and everything. People want to film themselves and all that. So I get it, not that I'm saying that's like a bad thing or anything, but I think in cases like these, it is kind of a bad thing because you really shouldn't be on your phone while on these rides because it could be dangerous for the people around you, right? So it's like, oh, that's probably what it is. More people have been on their phones and stuff. Maybe these past few years. So I say all that to say, oh yeah, and there was another part, like she was also telling somebody like, don't do that with your shoes or something like that. And I was like, what is somebody doing? Me and my sister were both like, wait, what is somebody doing with their shoes? Like, because this was the swing ride, like I was saying. So I'm like, are they trying to take off their shoes while up in the air like this? Like, are they insane? I don't know what she was talking about. It was so weird, but I thought that was kind of funny because, I mean, if somebody was trying to take off their shoes, that wouldn't be funny because, again, with the whole, like, phone thing, if that hits somebody in the head, that's not good. But I just thought it was funny because, like, imagine somebody just randomly deciding to take off their shoes on a ride. I don't know. Just the idea, like, the fact that she was just like, don't do that with your shoes, and just the possibilities of what they were doing because I couldn't actually see. It was just kind of silly. But on the Wave Runner... Oh yeah, and I think she even said, like, I will stop this ride and bring you guys down if you are on your phone. Well, on the Wave Runner, somebody was apparently on their phone, and he even said, like, please get off your phone or something like that. And I guess they didn't get off their phone. So when the ride, like, he stopped the ride. Like, he actually stopped the ride, and then everybody was looking around kind of confused, like, what just happened? I was confused too, because I was like, wait, what is going on? But then I'm like, oh yeah, that person was on their phone. And he's stopping the ride like people have threatened to do. So that's what happened. And it was kind of awkward. And some people got out of their seat because they thought the ride like just legitimately ended. But then he was like, please stay in your seat. And then some people got up anyway. And I was like, I guess people just aren't listening. I don't know.
Umbrella. Took you long enough to pick me.
So yeah.
Pain wheel.
But after that happened... he restarted the ride, so I guess in a way it kind of worked out for us because we got to go on it for longer. It was just awkward because that kind of stuff is just super awkward, you know? Like, I would hate to be the person that's on their phone, which I wouldn't do, like I said, because that's just stupid. But I feel like I would feel so awkward if I was that person that ended up causing the ride to stop because I was on my phone. So yeah, that's another ride we went on. We really didn't go on that many rides. I guess I could just talk for a long period of time. I don't know. But another ride we got on after that, this was another one on the Boardwalk. I'm trying to think what it was called. It was like Hurricane. I almost want to say Hurricane Harbor, but I think that's just the name of the water park, which I do want to talk about. We didn't go to the water park, which I don't think I would want to go anyway. But I do have something to say about it. In a second. Oh my goodness. Oh! Sorry, Pinwheel. I'm sorry you had to die. Oh, freaking Final Stand. Why did she gain Final Stand? Well, she's about to die anyway. Probably from a match modifier or something. But, okay. So we got on another ride. It was called like Hurricane something. I honestly don't remember the name. But if you guys have ever been on those boat rides where it's like a boat and it just kind of rocks back and forth like a pendulum, those are some of my favorite rides ever because, once again, they're not super intense like a roller coaster, but they're still thrilling enough, and usually the wait times aren't that long, so I feel like it's a lot of fun for something not too crazy experience. But anyways, okay, so this hurricane ride, it was basically like that, except instead of just going back and forth, well, instead of being in the shape of a boat, it was actually in the shape of like a big wheel. I guess you could call it. It was like a circular shape, and everybody sat around in a circle. And instead of just going back and forth, it actually kind of like turned around, like twisted around. So it would go back and forth, but it was also rotating. That was actually a lot of fun. The first time I got on it, I was scared because, not because the ride itself was scary, but because of my glasses. I had my glasses on and I felt like they were going to fall off. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have taken these off. What was I thinking? So that kind of stressed me out. And it made the ride it was still fun, but I just was uncomfortable the whole time at the same time. And I knew I would have more fun if I didn't have to worry about my glasses, which we did eventually go on that ride again, and I took my glasses off before we got on, so I was like, okay, now I'm really liking this ride. And I really liked it, honestly. Like, the last time I went on a boat ride, I liked it, but it also made me really anxious. I don't know why, I think, like I said, because I'm getting older, that stuff kind of scares me a little bit more. But this one was so much fun. So that's definitely one of my favorites. I think the Boardwalk in general is just my favorite. And what other ride? I'm trying to think what else we went on. Oh my gosh. Okay. So they specifically told us to make sure you don't have loose items. Wait, do they have field resistance? No, they don't. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to throw in locked in. Oh, excuse me. I keep burping. I hope you guys don't hear that. I'll throw in Indomitable just because. Okay, so they made sure to tell us, like, hey, don't have any loose items in your pocket or anything like that. Well, after we got home, I keep saying we. Basically, later on, my sister sent me a TikTok, and it was at San Antonio, at Fiesta, Texas, and it was that same ride. I think this was like a few days later, actually. I don't remember exactly. But anyways, okay, she sent me a TikTok of that same ride, and someone dropped their phone. And then whoever was recording it, like, they weren't recording on the ride. It was like somebody on the ground just recording the people on the ride. But they like recorded that, and you could hear like a loud like something hitting the ground, and they went to see it, and it was a phone. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then people in the comments were like, that's dangerous. They shouldn't do that. They need to put their phones away or whatever. Or I guess they probably just had their phone in their pocket. But that just reminded me, because my sister, like, okay, the second time before we got on, my sister like ran back to put her phone in her bag. She's like, oh shoot, I almost forgot. And I was like, oh shoot, I forgot too. So I had to put my phone in my pocket. I was wearing shorts. And my shorts had those like little pockets that you kind of button up, so it's more secure. So I just put my phone in there and it was fine. But that's what it reminded me of. And it was like, yikes, that could be super dangerous. Like, we could have killed somebody. I mean, probably not, but still. Okay, windswept. God, these teams are getting on my nerves. I hate Megalomania. Like, seeing her is starting to get on my nerves. I feel like Gustbuster doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Whatever, Deathwish, you can come along, since you're begging so much. But I think... Okay, the next ride we got on was... I forgot what it was called. It was like this spinning ride. Ow. You know what? I feel like I should try to take out Megalomaniac first, but I think I'll actually try to get Deathwish out of here first. Oh shoot, I was being stupid. I accidentally got myself with Hex. Oh my gosh, I just keep getting hit with Hex. Maybe I should just try to kill her. Like, without permanent precision. You know what? Sticking with it. Get out of here. I didn't kill. Oh god, are you serious? Okay, good. Whew. Oh, she's almost dead. I think this will kill her, maybe. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. Whatever. I guess I'll fight Megalomaniac last. Oh, oops. Oh, shoot. Ah! Oh, that didn't do that much damage. This is the part that's gonna really suck. Here we go. Okay, good. At least I have immunity, so I don't have to worry about stun. Oh my gosh, these stacks of armor are killing me! I mean, she's kind of almost dead. Okay, we got her. That was... You know what? That honestly wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Okay, so the next ride we got on was this, like... I don't even know how to describe it. I've been on something like this before at a local festival. Not festival. I don't know what you would call it. We have this local traditional I guess that... I was about to say every year, but that's redundant. That wasn't even the last note. I don't know why I thought it was. Okay, we have this, like, traditional... Oh, shoot. Now I don't have Windswept for Curl Scout. No! Okay, I'm going to bring Brass Bandit, Final Fang. I could use Nonsense, actually, against Curl Scouts. I'm thinking about it. But I feel like... Nah, I think I need somebody that can deal with Brass Bandit. Or not, what? Brass Bandit, Painwheel. But yeah, I've seen this ride at like a festival type thing when they have rides. I just don't know how to describe it. It's just like you sit on this chair thing with your partners or whoever you're sitting with or whatever. How dare you? You know what, let me just do this before I finish this because I feel like I need to focus or I'm gonna die horribly. I really want to switch to Final Fang. Okay, let's do it. No! Seriously? Oh, curse you, Surgeon General. I almost said General Surgeon. Okay, she's almost dead. Okay, we got her, we got her. We just have to take out Surgeon General. Come on. Yes, okay. Okay, anyways, so we got on this ride. Basically, you sit on it, and it like it doesn't spin you around. I don't know how to explain it. I almost need to look up an example. I don't even know what it's called either, so I can't even get like have some name that you guys can look up. I guess I could look it up really quick. Well, I have like these few seconds. Hold on. I'm trying to think about what this ride is called. Basically you like sit. It doesn't spin you around. It just kind of like jerks you around. That sounds weird. I hate using that word sometimes, but that's what it does. And it was actually a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of the Wave Runner in the sense that it wasn't super scary or anything. It was just kind of like a few thrills here and there, which I personally enjoy because those are the types of rides that don't get a lot of wait time, but they're still a lot of fun, at least in my opinion. All right, who do I want to use against you two? I guess Apex and Psykid? Sure. Oh my gosh, this doesn't tell me anything! Alright. But we got on that ride a couple of times. There was a lot of kids that were enjoying that ride too. Oh my gosh, wait, back to the hurricane thing. We did have cutters in there too. But the funny thing is I don't know why they cut. It's so funny because the lady in front of us was like, she looked at us like, what the heck? And we were both just like, I don't even know. And then the person in front of her was like, oh, they looked back and they were like, I'm sorry. And she was just like, you might as well stay here. You already cut. And it's just like, yeah, what the heck is wrong with you kids? But to be fair, I mean, I don't know if I'd call this tip fair, but She also had people cutting with her too. I mean, kind of like it was her family because it was like a mom, and then she had her family show up afterwards and just like kind of jump in line with her. And I was like, I feel like this is kind of the same situation, but whatever. No comment, I guess. Because the kids that cut, they cut to be with their friends too. So like I said, not really the same thing, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever. But we did manage to get on the ride because there was like 2 spots available and there was just 2 of us, so they were like, you guys can go ahead, and I was like, yay, we win. But yeah, okay, hold on, I want to know what this ride is called because I feel like I'm insane right now. It's called Spin Sanity. That's what it's called. It basically just kind of like spins you around a little bit. It was fun. I liked it. And the wait time was like non-existent, so that's what I think that's the biggest reason I liked it. I'm gonna try X-Spot. I feel like this could go horribly wrong or incredibly right. The thing, oh my gosh, but one thing that's kind of... Hold on, I'm seeing this other ride and I can't tell if it's better or worse than the one we went on. Better as in like higher. I don't know. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, after that, I think the last ride we got on was the Goliath. I might be missing something, but I think that's the last thing we got on. That one was also fun. I had the same issues with that ride as I did with the Superman ride, where it's basically you have to... I don't like I said, I don't like the whole like vest type thing that they put you in when you're on a roller coaster. I just think it's uncomfortable. And that had the exact same thing. So I was like, I had fun with it, but I was kind of like, I don't like this at the same time.
I fight for my friends. Error. I have no friends.
But yeah. Other than that... Oh god, leave me alone. But yeah, that was the last ride we went on. Well, it wasn't the last ride we went on, because we did some repeats at the Boardwalk, but that was the last, like, new ride, I guess. I feel like new is not even the right word. That was the last different ride that we hadn't already gone on. So yeah, but I had a really good time. I actually do have more to say, but I have to go for a second. Hold on, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, you guys. It's actually been like a couple of days, but anyways, let's continue talking. So the last thing I really have to say about the whole Six Flags thing, my sister and I both got season passes, so it doesn't cost, it doesn't cost us anything to get into the park anymore because we paid for that. And the thing about the season passes is they come with free parking now, free general parking, so we don't have to pay for that either, which is awesome because the parking is super expensive. It honestly, it's kind of like, what's the point of even, like, you should just buy a season pass, to be honest. Like, unless you get cheap tickets really cheap, the parking is so expensive that you're better off just getting a season pass. But anyways, even though that doesn't cost anything, the part that really kind of sucks is that the food there is so freaking expensive. It was like $18.99 for a meal, and that's like, what on earth? This is too much. And it was like that everywhere. Everything was crazy expensive. Like the cheapest thing I think was sides. I think there was like a side of fries or something for maybe $6 or something like that. I don't know. I might be remembering wrong, but that was just unfortunate. You know what? I'm going to use Mean One for this one. But yeah, that's the thing that really kind of sucked, was the food was so expensive. I think the next time we go, we should bring our own food. The thing is, I remember reading that they had a, like, you can't bring outside food policy or outside drinks, but I don't know if that's true or not, because I swear they didn't, I don't even know how to say this out loud because I'm scared that if I do, it's going to have consequences, but they didn't actually check our bags, so I was kind of like, oh, okay. We could have brought our water bottles inside, and we also could have brought food, theoretically. And I'm going to try to do that next time. The thing, I'm scared that they're going to reject us, though. Like, that's why I didn't want to take my water bottle down, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, you can't bring this inside, and then I have to go all the way back and put my water bottle back and then walk back. Like, that just sounds awful. But I might try it next time. Although if I bring food and we can't even bring food, that's gonna be unfortunate. So we'll see. But I would rather just eat something like than have to pay for the super expensive food, because I don't think it's worth it. I mean, the food we ate was good, but to me, like, that's too expensive. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that makes me a cheapskate. I don't like spending a lot of money for like marked up prices. Like, it's one thing to spend a lot of money for something that just because it's kind of expensive, but it's another thing to have to spend a lot of money because they're just charging a lot. Okay, that was embarrassing. I tried to use my blockbuster, but I messed up. Oh my gosh, this Parasite Weave. How is she giving me this much trouble? What the heck? Oh! Why do I keep getting stunned? Okay, I don't know why she did that. What is going on right now? Is it because of her? I think it's just because of her ability. Oh my god, I'm gonna freaking die. Okay, good. At least I can heal now. Ah, okay, that was rough. That was seriously rough. But yeah, otherwise, I had a really good time, like I said. I hope next time we go, things are actually open, because the water... I don't even think I said this, but there was a lot of rides that were closed, and the water park was also closed. And I think that kind of contributed to the long lines. I mean, maybe, but at the same time, it wasn't really summer yet. Like, school's technically still on, so for all I know, it could be just as bad the next time we go, or worse. Hopefully that's not the case. I really hope the water park is open, because I feel like that's going to dilute it a little bit. Because there is stuff I wanted to do that we couldn't go or get on because of the long lines. But also, some stuff was just closed, and I don't really get why. Like, some rides weren't operating for some reason. And that was unfortunate. Alright, get out of here. There we go. Will this take you out? That would be a no. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm actually really tired right now. I don't really know why, because I did go to sleep early. Well, I didn't go to sleep that early. I think I went to sleep at like 11. But for me, at least as of late, that's pretty early. So I don't know why I'm as tired as I am. Oh well. Like, I could definitely go to sleep. Oh shoot, I didn't know there was another pain wheel here. Oops. I wish I had saved... Oh, she doesn't even have tainted blood. Never mind. Alright, who do I want to use here? Let's use... I think this is going to be my last fight. I feel like... You know what? I'm going to use Class Cutter, because it feels like it's been so long since I've last used her, because I don't really use her. I don't know why. I've just been neglecting some of these characters lately. Moonstruck, you can come along too. I need to actually level up Moonstruck's moves so we could see more of her in action, because I know she's supposed to be really good, and I've used her before, and she is good, but just the way I've built her, it's like not the best, I don't think. Well, I wish I was paying attention, because I did not realize she had Darknet. That's going to be annoying. I'm doing like no damage to her. I'm considering switching to Moonstruck just so I can inflict Wither, so I don't have to worry about her blockbusters. Although if I get Blockbuster locked, then... Oh shoot, well, there she goes. Okay, never mind, I'm just gonna switch to Starshine. I need somebody that can actually hit hard. Oh, come on. Ha! Oh shoot, I did not mean to activate Star Power. Go, go, go. Oh, come on! I thought I could hit her. At least I have Blessing. Okay, get out of here. Ow. Oh man, seriously? Alright. Help me. Accidentally stopped the recording. I hate when I do this. Alright, so you guys are getting post-commentary for like a minute. I guess I'll just do my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little story. Not really a story, just like my experience, I guess, at Six Flags. I definitely want to go back, though, because it was a lot of fun, like I said. Hopefully the wait times are less crazy, although I have a feeling they're probably going to be even worse. But, I mean, it kind of just is what it is, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you again next time. Goodbye for now.